What's going on, y'all? I'm about to get started in a second. About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. So give me 1 second, y'all. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? All right, link sent. So let's go ahead and get on these charts. If you hear my computer humming, I do apologize in the background. I got to give it a break. I got to restart it today. So there's a few setups I'm looking at. But there's also a few pairs that we want to be just kind of watching to see what they're going to be doing. But there are a few pairs I do want to try to jump in on if possible. That's a decent stop loss. What's going on, y'all? All right, so it's opening candle. We're seeing some retracements happen. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at sales on AN. I was looking for a buy setup yesterday. I did lead it. I should have kept it, but those was only yesterday's live. We was looking for a buy setup on that, just like how we call a buy setup on GN, but it never broke back above that level. As you can see, that thing trickled down yesterday, and we look on the bigger time frames, we see bearish momentum is coming back in place. So I am kind of leaning towards this possibly on AN. And there's a few pairs that I'm kind of going to be paying attention to, kind of just going to be watching to see what they're going to be trying to do. Because again, I don't really like to enter trades, and of course nothing's 100%, but I don't like to enter trades unless I'm super confident, or let's just say, like, if I'm entering a trade, that's because I believe it's going to go a certain way. I'm never entering a trade where I'm not sure what way it's going to go, or what way I think it's going to go, I should say. But it's the opening candle, new 5-minute did just start. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on with these pairs. And then we're going to go over how we did yesterday, how we're doing this week so far in just a second. Yeah, I kind of messed up right there. Yeah, that was my fault on this one. Yeah, I got played on that. All right, so I'm looking at EJ. So me and the members took a sell on AJ. TP1 got hit a few times. I got wicked out after the second dump, after it struggled to many times to the second TP. The reason I went for the sell is because before this, it did do a nice drop, and then it was staying underneath this level as resistance. It did stay under there for a few hours, and it did again hit TP1 a few times. We barely missed TP2 by like a pip, and then it just rejected that level, and it's pushing back up. So now I'm looking, and basically I'm thinking, well, I was thinking yesterday, is that we might be seeing a possible reversal happening soon with the JPY pairs. I mean, me and the members did catch a nice buy on CJ right here yesterday. We did catch a nice buy here. GJ, I'm going to kind of leave alone. It's kind of ranging, like maybe scalp setups, but I don't really like going scalp setup. So I'm gonna leave GJ alone. I'm gonna try to look at the other JPY pairs that kind of have a cleaner daily structures. So that's what's leaning me towards EJ. So I'm gonna be looking at EJ. I kind of like EJ right here. And this one's a lot cleaner, like I said, on the daily structure. So we see it was bearish here, but we see price has been rejecting this level and it's been pushing up. Then we had a nice retest. Again, this dropped last night as well, which is what leaned me towards sales even more. But all this was just, as you can see, hit this level, literally tapped it. You see it literally tapped it, and then it shot up. So we might be looking for buys on the JPY pairs, but we'll see on this next 15 what this next 15 is looking like. So we're looking for that. Let's see here. Gold, we kind of missed the entry on gold. Indexes look like they're still trying to push back up or continue to push up. They've been flying all week. It did a nice pump yesterday, kind of like a fake out. It pumped after FOMC. I pumped during FOMC, and then as you see here, that thing dropped back down, and then slowly it's been trickling up Asian session. So there is some bullish momentum coming into play here. And again, we have been going for buys all week. And NAS is very nice looking right here. So yeah, we missed the initial buy entry. So we're going to wait for retracement, or if it breaks above this level, then we can look for buys on NAS there. US30, I'm going to kind of leave alone. It is slowly building back up, but I'm not going to really mess with it right now. I'd rather mess with SPX or NAS. If I want to mess with anything, that's pretty much it. Gold, still looking for buys on gold, but missed the initial entry there. So yeah, we're going to be paying attention to EJ and the AUD pairs, but they're not at good entries right now. They're slowly retracing. So we're waiting for these retracements here. Let's get rid of this. Let's clean these charts up a little bit. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're going to wait for it to hit this daily level, see how it reacts to that daily level. But yeah, we're just going to be patiently waiting right now. Got pairs retracing, which again is no problem. I do like EJ though. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Yeah. AJ, we only hit TP1 on that. I'm looking at GC also. It's doing a nice retracement for us as well. So we'll be looking at GC. Here's news for this in the hour, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was yesterday. Never mind. So in the hour, we have Swiss franc news. Then we had GBP news at 8 a.m. and 8:30 with unemployment claims. So it's going to be another interesting day with news, and same thing tomorrow, all week really. So it's going to be interesting to see what the unemployment claims is going to do with the markets. I kind of want this week to end with leaving the charts with a clear looking structure, especially on the daily time frames. So I want next week to be a lot cleaner with JPY pair wise, and then index wise as well. So that's what we're looking for with this news here. But as of now, we're still going to be looking for buys on NAS and SPX. US30 showing that as well. We haven't really made any new lows, but it has been respecting something. And again, it did do that pump yesterday, and then it rejected, did a harsh drop down, but it is pushing back up and still respecting levels. But let's go back to AN. Yeah, so we're going to keep an eye on AN too, because like I said, if it holds as low as resistance, like it's been doing off this retest, this next 15, we might go for a sell off this. Even though we went for buys on the GN yesterday, but we see GN's been dropping too. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just watching to see if it's going to hold this level, because GN is obviously bullish and AN is bearish. So if we can hold this level as support, if we hold this as support, I wouldn't be against going for a buy. But we can also see this week it's been really struggling to stay above this level as well. But that's due to this level of traffic here. So it's either going to break through that level of traffic or it's going to reject and drop back down. And as you can see, the New Zealand pairs are just very messy looking. So there'll be some weeks and months where it'd be clean looking setups, and then there'd be also weeks and months where it'd be arranged like this. And as you can see here, we even caught place in this whenever these days were as well. But that's what we're doing right now. So we're just watching and just letting price show us what it wants to do right now. But it looks like it's trying to drop. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the AN to look for that. So we're going to be looking at EJ. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my other screen. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at EJ, and then we're going to be looking at AN for right now. And then we're going to be looking at GC. I like GC as well. I like GC as well. These are the three I like right here. Gold, like I said, we missed the entry on gold. I had this marked off. We missed the entry on that. Well, I missed it. And then the indexes, we're going to leave alone for now. I'm going to keep an eye on them still like I always do. But I'm not really, it's not at an entry for me right now anyways. So I'm going to kind of let them do their things. I might pay attention to them later if they come to one of my levels. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and write these trade ideas up. Haven't entered these yet, but I'm going to go ahead and write these up. And then we're going to go over how we did yesterday and this week so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do this before the next 15 starts. SL for this, I'm looking at 234. I'm going to mark this off. So we got about 30 seconds to the next 15. SL for this, I'm looking at 07, let's say 0745. No, we're going to say yeah, we're going to do 45. That's what we're going to do. All right, and then let's see what GC's up to. It's doing a nice retest off this level. So let me go ahead and write this one up too. Then we're going to see what this just started. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. So 1.6794. So let me go ahead and post the disclaimer. Make sure to click that first link, join the free Telegram too. We just hit 800 people in there. Give me 1 second. All right, so that's the retracement. So let's go to, that's pushing up. So let's see what EN's doing. EN's pushing up. Cool. Is GN doing the same thing? Cool. Yeah, so we're going to pay attention to these right here as well. Again, I'm just marking these up. I'm not pulling the trigger. Still need my confirmations to be met. Still need my confirmations to be met. So let's do 15. Yeah, so those are pushing up. Missed the entries on those. We're approaching good entries on NAS. Excuse me, and that on NAS and US30 though. So here I'm gonna mark this off. And I told myself I'm not going to trade unless I'm holding a position during a Tokyo session index wise. I always tell myself I'm not going to trade indexes during Tokyo session. But for this year so far, probably last year too, but I've been paying attention this year. And some days they really be moving. They really be moving. Yeah, so we're gonna be paying attention to these pairs right here. This is still holding that level. Yeah, that's rejecting. That's rejecting that level. I just want to pay attention to that. Yeah, I like these right here. The EJ is retesting this right here. So it just broke above this level. So we want to see if we can hold. So yeah, we're paying attention to these pairs right here. Gold's still pushing up. So we're either going to wait for retracement or we're simply just going to wait for gold to break this level and then look for buys there. Same thing with NAS and US30. Let's go to these AD pairs really quick. Yeah, so we're just waiting for most of these pairs to retrace. GC's pushing up, so I like GC. So let me go ahead and write this up. Decent entry. Kind of nice. We missed the buy setup yesterday on it. And by missed, it was just simply I didn't take it. I was happy with the profits from the trades we caught live during London session. So I was just chilling. And the EA went crazy. I was holding that all day. So that's really why, because I was like, I could enter some more stuff. I was genuinely happy with the profits that was made. So yeah, I knew the majority of New York was going to be slow until FOMC. Again, we went over that during the live, and sure enough, at least index wise and USD pair wise, that's exactly what happened. It ranged. It did a few little jumps during London, but then it ranged literally all New York until 2 o'clock EST. 6-7. We can say 6-7-9-5. Say 6-7-9-5. Mark these off too. Whoops, not that. All right, cool. I'm gonna catch up to the comments and stuff in a second. Just trying to type these things up. All right, cool. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. Still watching EJ. It's holding that level nicely. Yeah, I like this. So we're gonna be paying attention to these. Let's go back to AN. So AN's dropping. Yeah, so these are gonna be the three we're gonna be looking at. I'm still gonna look at the other New Zealand pairs, but yeah, they're dropping. So it looks like what you call it. They might be dropping or retracing a little bit. But AN looks like it's continuing the downtrend. So that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be paying attention to these right here. The EJ is holding this level, so I do like this as well. So we have a few setups I'm looking at right here. Whoops. That I like. And then what I said, what's the news today? The news today is F. Okay, I'm not worried about that unless I jump into CJ. CJ's not at a good entry. So I'm going to mess with CJ. All right, we can look at NJ as well if it can break this level. Yeah, so there's a few pairs we're gonna be watching right now. Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can break this level. Let's slide this over. All right, cool. So where from is currently at is at 67945. So it's about like a 70 pip stop loss, if my math is any good. $65 pip stop loss. Okay, yeah, I like GC though. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter GC. I like this right here. So I'm gonna post the TPs and stuff in the channel. But of course, you know, see what I see. You don't have to enter, but I'm personally entering this. I do like this setup. Six, eight, TP1, 1.68. Oh crap! I'm at a poster right now. I almost did what I used to do. All right, cool. 6, 8, 7, 5. I'm gonna catch up to the comments in a second. If there's any comments, I just like to not miss things because those that know, I'll literally get sidetracked and miss a bunch of entries on live. And I'm pretty sure y'all be looking at, or y'all be at your screens like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, he just missed like 8 entries. 6,900. All right, so I'm typing the TPs up. There we go. And we're literally about to hit TP1. We're about like literally half a pip away. I'm still gonna mark it off so I can visually see what I'm looking at right here. 6, 8. There we go. And I'm still looking at EJ, but that thing is dropping. Okay, so we just hit TP1, so I don't even know why I did that. We're just gonna move it over to the next one. He's gonna keep pushing. So while it's doing that, so yeah, EJ is retesting that level, so we're gonna ignore that. AN, so we're gonna keep an eye on EJ, but this is what's going on. Just showing you what's on my other screen. EN's dropping as well. GN is still holding this level, but may or may not drop. Like I said, these are bullish. AN is bearish though, so that's why I'm looking at a sell here. But it could very much so try to push up. So that's why I'm not like jumping the gun on those, because like I said, if I'm entering a trade, I want to make sure, of course, nothing's 100%, but I want to be super confident that the trade is going to go my way. And of course, you got to take other precautions. A lot of that stuff is what I posted in the disclaimer, free Telegram, first thing in the description. But that's besides the point. I'm over here waving my mouse around, but I don't know what I'm trying to look for. All right, so NAS is still chilling right there. EJ is still respecting that level as a support level, though. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So TP1 did get hit. We're about to hit it again. So we're going to see if TP2 can get hit. We do have a new 15 about to start. I want to see if we can hit it before the next 15. That'd be nice to see if we can hit it before the next 15. But we're going to have to just wait and see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, volume is pumping the market. There's a strong candlestick on gold. NAS is piercing the level as well. US30 just broke its level. All right, we're getting some volume picking up now. Mark that off. We've been catching buys during London session this week. Let's see if that's going to continue. It's a decent stop loss. Decent stop loss. Missed entry on SPX by like an hour. 2 hours, something like that. It's all good. So we got EJ dropping back down, which is cool. EN's dropping. EA is dropping. So it could just be a euro thing. Oh, we got this pair dropping too. So it could be, let's see if AJ is dropping down as well. So it is NJ hit the top of the zones, rejecting. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on these right here. Because again, a lot of these are bearish still, which is why we went for the sell initially on AJ. Now, granted, we could have just been a little early of an entry. It could have been an early sell, which is why we're just watching and observing to see what price. Because right now, ever since the holiday, the yen holiday, the JPY pairs, I've just been staying out of them for the most part. Well, I entered today, but you know what I mean. So let's pull back up GC. See what that's looking like. Got about a minute left to the next 15. So yeah, I think it's just chilling. It's right back at our entry. All right, so let's see what this next 15 looks like. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. Yeah, so this just dropped down as well. So let's go back to A. Interesting. All right, so we just hit the bottom of this zone. Yeah, so let's see what this next 15 looks like. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and do this first. Catch up to these comments. Hey, what's going on, Sparky? Hey, what's going on, Fitsum? Hope I said that correctly. All right, y'all. Those that just joined the stream, we only entered one trade. The trade's at our entry, so if y'all like the setup of the idea, you can enter it. Went for a GC buy. We hit TV1, but it rejected back at our entry right now. It could do a retracement to the zone below it, but the stop loss isn't too crazy. And it's been chilling on top of this level and treating as support for literally basically all Tokyo session. So that's the main reason why I went for the buy here, because it's going to have to break through this huge wall that it just built. And then, of course, this wall right here, if it is going to retrace to the downside. But regardless, I'm looking for buys for off these next few levels regardless. So that's the game plan. So new 15 did just start. So we're going to see if, let's go to the other pairs. See what's happening. All right, so NAS is still trying to push up. Yeah, so we're going to keep it honest. We'll go back to EJ. EJ's green again. We're going to see if we can break that level. NJ is dropping, which is interesting. And this is bearish. So I wouldn't be against going for a sell on this. It's actually at a good sell position. EN is pushing back up. AM broke that level. GN, let's go to GA. Yeah, let's delete that. Move this over. Yeah, so EJ is pushing back up. So we want to see if it can stay back above this level or if it can break above the level. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. Ain't too much going down. AC just broke that level. Yeah, ain't too much going on right now, so we're just patiently waiting. But again, it's not too much of a surprise about that either, because the weeks where there's a lot of news, it'd be like this anyways. But yeah, it looks like I might have just entered that sell a little too early. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I'm right or not, because it's still respecting these levels as support. But the structures on a daily time frame are just, for most of these pairs, are bearish looking still. And these candlesticks are kind of just ranging. They're not really helping, giving clues right now. So yeah, we're just patiently waiting. So we got GC retracing, but I'm not tripping too much about that. We're gonna let that do its thing. But yeah, nothing else I really like right now that's at an entry. So not entering anything else right now. Just gonna be watching to see what they're doing, how they react to these levels. So we got NJ pushing back up as well. We got EJ breaking back above. Yeah, so let's see if we can hold above. If we can break and stay above this level, then we might jump into action, get into the action. But we're not going to be pulling the trigger too early. And no rush to enter any trades. GA is holding this level. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and write up GA too. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at EJ, GA, and then we're going to be still looking at these indexes, but unless they break above that level, we're not going to really enter, because if it doesn't break above the level, it's going to be retracing down. And if it's retracing down, we're not going to be entering a sell, at least not in between this zone right here. So there's that. And oil's not really anything good either. Yeah, so far it's treating as resistance. We want to see if we can break through though. We got a new 5 minute about to start. It's turning right again. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. But I want to see if GA can hold this level. We've been catching some buys for the past couple weeks. Been riding this wave up. This is a perfect retracement, perfect position for a new buy setup or buy entry. And it's holding this support so far. So let me go ahead and write this up. Not in this yet though. And turn it back red. Even if it breaks this level, let me see. Go back to. Let's see. I mean, even if it breaks this level, we could still look for buys these next couple of levels. But it looks like we're seeing some retracements happening. Let's go to NJ, GC, gold. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Only in one trade currently. I don't like where everything else is at. Yeah, GN has dropped. It broke that zone. EN looks like about to try to break that zone as well. Yeah, so we might be going for sells in AN. The reason why I'm saying even if those two are dropping, we're still gonna go over AN is because the other pairs, if you go into bigger time frames, they're not bearish, they're bullish. So I don't want to do that. But we're just chilling right now. So this is how we did yesterday. Might as well get to that because ain't nothing going on right now. So we took a total of 4 trades yesterday. We went 3-1, 1 loss. GN, we took this trade live. TP5 got hit, caught 44 pips. EA, Euro AUD, we took this trade in yesterday's live as well. You can, if you just go on to YouTube, you can watch yesterday's live. Broke down why we even went for those positions, and then we saw some TPs get hit. I don't believe all TPs got hit on stream. I could be wrong, but we did enter and we did have some TPs get hit. But we caught 164 pips on that play. Then CJ, we broke this down to enter this live as well, but this was a members only play. All teams got hit. We caught 70 pips, and then this was a play me and the members took during Tokyo session. SL got hit, but then we re-entered after it wasn't done retracing during Tokyo session. So after it finished retracing, we re-entered during live, and we made our money back off that loss and more. And I'll show you all of that right here. So this was the initial. You see the date. 23rd. I mean, no. Whoops. The 22nd. We entered this buy. Dropped down. SL got hit. Then this one, the live. We started the live. Entered the trade here. That thing skyrocketed. Was a 1 to 5 risk reward, almost 1 to 6. So this trade alone, we made 5 times our risk. Those that held this entire trade. If you closed after the TPs are written down, it was about a 1 to 1, 1 to 2. But if you kept holding, because it really didn't do any harsh retracements, to be honest, like it did some wicks here, but besides this, it didn't really do any harsh retracements. Did a pretty clear and clean looking, rise to the upside. But it's holding this level here, so yeah, we're going to be paying attention to GA and EA. Got a new 5-minute about to start. But yeah, it looks like the GBP pairs are doing that thing they'd like to do. That's dropping down as well. So let me see the other Canadian pairs are dropping. That one, not so much. We're still going to hold to SRTP gets hit though. And then looking at EJ, it's treating this as resistance, or at least it's struggling to break back above this level, as we can see here on the 5-minute. It's definitely trying, but it's struggling. And then we see GN dropping down still. Yeah, it's dropping down still. We could possibly. I don't really want to go for a sell at this level. I'd wait until it breaks through this level and breaks below like 95.60. Then I'd feel a lot safer to enter sells on that pair. Even if it is dropping, I'd rather, if I'm go for a sell, enter AN. To be honest, AN be choppy sometimes. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. GJ, I'm not really going to mess with GJ unless it breaks below this level, like 160. Let's see. If it breaks below like 160.85 and starts treating as resistance, then I'll possibly look for a sell there. But for now, it's just messy, and I'm just leaving them alone, just watching right now. Only like really jumped in trades with clean setups. EJ's pushing back above. Yeah, so we're going to see what this next 15 looks like, and then we're just going to go from there. GA still respecting this level here. Yeah, so new 5-minute just started. Yeah, we're just chilling, but I am liking how AM's looking. But yeah, we're not pulling the trigger on anything else yet. Only in one trade right now. And it's retesting this level here. It's retesting the daily level. We're going to see if we can hold that support and then go for the buy. Like I said, it could retrace and come back down to this level here. Obviously, if it comes down to here, our stop loss will get hit. But the reason why I went for the buy is because it held this level for a long time. So we're going to see if we can continue to hold this level here and continue the nice little staircase we got going on to the upside. So that's what we're going to see. It's doing it so far. But I wouldn't even consider going for sells until price breaks below this level. I mean, yeah, this level here. So let's go back on the 15 so we can see what's going on here. EJ trying to push back up and still kind of ranging. Gold doing this thing. Yeah, so that's why I keep switching back and forth too, so y'all can see what I'm seeing as well. Just so y'all can get a better understanding of what's going on behind the scenes, or what goes on behind the scenes. All right, just tap that level. It's rejected nicely. I'm gonna see if we can hold this level. Got about a minute left until the next 15. Let's see what GA is looking like the same thing. Yeah, so I kind of just tap that level there. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. Looks like NAS US30 trying to push back up as well. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. This ain't the first time the first hour has been slow. So, we ain't tripping too much. EJ is breaking back above this level though. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. I'm gonna buy AC since yesterday. Deep blue. I'm trying to swing trade the entry. Yeah, we went over that yesterday. Well, you were in here, so you already know that. But yeah, we went over that yesterday. It took a little while to break that level, but yeah, after it started to move, kind of like the USD pairs to FOMC. That's when the big push came. But yeah, if you entered yesterday, you're deep blue in profit. And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, I was thinking about SPX. I was like, man, because as y'all know, I got wicked out after this big drop. I'm like, man, if this big drop didn't happen, because as you see, it came back here, it would have been a nice swing from Monday into Tuesday and then even yesterday. Like if I would have held the position from Monday onto yesterday, right? What's today? Wednesday? No, today's Thursday, right? What's today? Thursday. Okay, so this was Thursday. Okay, yeah. So if I would have held this position onto Tuesday, this would have been the 1 to 3. But then we would have caught, because how many pips did we catch on? How many pips did we catch on that? We caught 4,700 pips on Tuesday, and then 2,800 pips on Monday. New 15 just started, so let me not get sidetracked. All right, so it's trying to push and break above that. All right, so we're going to see what this does. EJ closed above this level. Want to see if we can break through this orange line. Let's look at these New Zealand pairs. EA looking like that. It looks like it's about to drop. Yeah, these look like they're about to drop. AN. Yeah. So AN looks like it's about to try to break below this. Yeah, so they're kind of slowly moving, but again, it's because of a lot of major news going down this week. That's just how it is, you know. Not every day is going to be straight action packed as soon as the stream starts. But we have had some days where I literally jumped out of bed, started the stream, and then 5 minutes later, run trades. Even Monday, overslept, started an hour later, still got to the action pretty quick. But yeah, I'm going to pay attention to NAS and US30 if we can break above those levels there. Still paying attention to EJ and AN. They're slowly looking like they're trying to do what we want them to do. And then GC, we're still holding that, still respecting the support level. So we're going to see if we can push back up. But again, the Canadian pairs kind of move similar. No, okay, let me not say that. They behave kind of similarly compared to the USD pairs. They don't move the same all the time, but they kind of behave similarly. Like when they move volume wise and things like that, and like what certain news affects them. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Just chilling right now. We have a bunch of other Canadian pairs that hit the tops of zones too, so that could also be causing the retracement we're facing right now. Because we just saw NC hit the zone, they touched us, retracing down. AC, we see hit the top of this zone. I'm putting stuff out, but I know most of y'all don't know what I'm talking about unless you're a member or student. So let me highlight this so y'all know what I'm talking about. We hit this zone right here. Then NC, we hit this zone right here. Because I just peeped them, like most of y'all probably don't even know what I'm pointing at. Like all these lines. Hit this zone here. You see we literally tapped it. You see this is the daily candlestick for today. You see we literally tapped it and dropped. And you can see a lot clearer if we go on a smaller time frame. Literally hit that level and dropping. But yeah, just chilling right now. Just chilling. I'm gonna be on the chart still, but if I don't see nothing I like, I ain't gonna enter. I see some things I would like to enter, but I'm just waiting for my confirmations. And slowly, so we're gonna see if it can close underneath here. Okay, GA is holding this level too. So let me write up GA. I thought I said I was gonna do that. I didn't do that yet. So I'm gonna be looking at GA. We're gonna be looking at AN. And then we're going to be paying attention to the indexes as well, US30 and NAS. But we're mainly going to be paying attention to and EJ as well. So we're going to be paying attention to EJ. We're going to be paying attention to AN. And then we're going to be paying attention to GA. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. So let me go ahead and write these up right here. New Zealand, LJPY. Yeah, I like that rejection wick on GA right here. That's how I do 40, 8240. Yeah, I like GA, how it's looking right here. It's a nice rejection right there. How about you? I'm quiet because I'm typing some stuff up. Yeah, but as we can see, there's a few things that have some potential. So 8275, 8240. I like this right here. But things are just moving slow. You know, I'm not going to just jump into a trade. And just broke this level. EJ just broke this level as well. What was I just looking at? Yeah. Yeah, I like these right here. New 5 minutes about to start. Yeah, so I'm looking at multiple charts at the same time. That's why I'm quiet. So I'm gotta look at a bunch of different things and different confirmations, stuff like that. So yeah, GC is retracing some, but I'm not concerned about that. AN just broke through this level. Yeah, so things are starting to get interesting now. So these indexes, yeah, so we're gonna leave those alone for now. New 5 minutes started. So we got EJ right here, got GA. Yeah, so these can close, especially if they can close green above these levels. We're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. But yeah, we only entered one trade. We hit TP1 a couple times and then thing retraced back down. So we're gonna see if it can. We are stop loss. It's a pretty decent stop loss. So if it really breaks this level, then it's most likely going to continue to retrace back down here, because the whole idea of a stop loss is you want to put it somewhere where a price breaks that level, breaks above or below that level, depending if you're a buy or sell. Then you're most likely we're wrong, and prices, I don't want to say going the other direction, but heading to another price point before it's going to hit the price point you're targeting, you know, kind of just like EA. So that's why there's another perk of having these levels marked off, because you understand what's going on. Like if price is going your way or not going your way, you know why it's going your way, why it's not going your way, or where it's potentially going next. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like retracements and things like that. But the GA is respecting this level pretty nicely. And so it's easier. So I kind of like these right here. Mm. We're going to see how these candlesticks close. Yeah. Let's go back to gold too, just to see what gold's up to. All right, so this is retracing back down. Still not at one of my levels though, so we're gonna leave that alone still. Yes, we're gonna be paying attention to AN, EJ, and then GA. I like these three right here. I'm gonna pay attention to these. AN finally broke below this level, so if it can stay below this level and close below this level, that'd be great. So it's already the second 5 minute because the new 5 minute just started. It's under this level. So yeah, I'm gonna write this up as well. Yeah, so we have a few setups now that we're paying attention to. So we're just gonna wait for this next 15. Then go from there. Get the CHF about 30 minutes. We got bank rates at 8 o'clock, unemployment at 8:30. Then 7:30 later today, we got CPI for the yen. Maybe things will get back in order after the CPI for the yen tonight. JPY pairwise. Then tomorrow we have a bunch of PMIs, news reports. So it's going to be definitely interesting. Volume filled Friday. Might start off slow and choppy. We're just going to have to see. But this hour so far has been slow and choppy. That's for sure. Yeah, something like this right here. So we got 30 seconds. And all three of these are closing above or below the levels we're looking at. So we're going to see what the next 15 how it reacts to closing above these levels. Because we saw EJ close above here, then it rejected, it's retesting, now it's back up here. But there's also been cases where, it hit this low and rejected. Or EA broke above here, then rejected to the downside. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. All right, starting off green. Starting off green. Yeah, E is pumping up. So yeah, we're gonna enter this too. That was a good sign. It's trying to push up. Yeah, that's a good sign. Yeah, so I'm in GA. I'm gonna see if we can break these levels here. Let's go to GC2. GC's reattempting his life as well. Yeah, so we're in GA right here. I'm gonna type these TPs up in a second, but I'm looking at these other pairs as well. Yeah, so these other pairs, that's not doing a retest. That does a retest, we're going to enter that, but it's not doing a retest. So we're not even going to entertain that and chase the trade. I'm not even going to chase the trade. We don't chase trades here. We're going to wait for the retest. I mean, the retracement, not the retest. Well, it needs to retest too, because it hasn't even done the retest on the 5 minute. I mean, did it here, but it didn't do it after it broke back below. Yeah, I'm looking at EJ too, and it's still kind of ranging, so I'm just going to leave these alone. It has happened before. As soon as I decide to leave a pair alone, it wants to explode to the side. I was anticipating it to go, but I don't like trading when pairs are ranging. I don't like doing that. So these are trying to push back up. Yeah, this was a nice move, but I didn't do the retest I was looking for. I mean, technically did it here. Now that I think about it, it broke this level and did this retest. So this was the retest. All right, that was a mistake on my part. It already did. That was the retest. What I was anticipating was like kind of like what we see in the other stream. Let me try to think of an example. Would be what is one I'm thinking about? We just had one do that. I feel like yesterday. I'm trying to think. What did we trade yesterday? We traded EA. Yeah. Something like this right here. So let me move this over. So how price hit this level, broke above this green candlestick, then the second candlestick retested this level, and then exploded up or climbed up. I was looking for that, but I didn't even put two and two together and see that it broke below. I mean, I saw this, but it didn't click until later that it broke this level. This was the retest. Completely flew above my head. So that was my fault, but at least I know what happened there. And the US30 NAS100, they're trying to break this level. It's on top of the zone, but I'm waiting to see if it can break this level price right here. And EJ is still treating this level of support, but it's just ranging right now. And I don't like trading in ranging markets. And the one move that's actually flowing kind of decent. NJ is trying to break up too. So yeah, these might try to do something. Whoops. I done just messed the whole thing up. That looks about right. But it might do something soon. But as of right now, markets are kind of just rangy. So I'm not going to enter anything else. If I do, it might be one of these index pairs. But I'm not going to do that right now. When price is ranging, it's going to break out of that range. And it's either going to go up or down because that's all market does. Market just goes up or down. But when it's ranging, you don't know which way it's going to break out. Now, there's ways to kind of see what it's most likely going to do. But like on news days, even like with understanding how the news works and stuff like that, there's still that small percentage that it could do this or that, especially with how price is looking on the bigger time frames. And not this one. What was you just looking at? We was looking at not EJ, but GJ. It's just a mess. This is not it's not nice. All right. We want something clean looking or cleanish looking. Like what's a good example of something cleanish looking? Like AN, for example. You pull up this chart, you zoom out, you can clearly see that we're in the downtrend and that price is bearish, right? Or with GN until right here, because again, it's rejecting that level. We can see that price was bullish right here. You can see price was bullish and climbing up. But then when we look at GJ, there was some bearish momentum, but now it's just a bunch of wicks and ranging. Like it's just a mess right now. So we're just gonna step out of that and wait for price to break out of this level above or below, and then go from there. Because as we can see above and below this mess right here, there's gonna be better opportunities to set up and get into trades. But EJ is definitely respecting as a support, so it could explode to the upside. So I am trying to pay attention to these pairs and not miss anything. But what's my bad, y'all? Just smacked you on the ear. The price is just super rangy right now. I don't even want to mess with it. Yeah, so I might just be in these trades for right now, and I might just watch the charts. But yeah, unless volume picks up this hour, which it's supposed to, it's the 4 o'clock hour. We're gonna see if volume picks up this hour. But if it just stays slow after 5, I'm just gonna stay off the charts until around 6, 7. I know that's just like an hour, but hour does make a difference. So, because again, we have whoops. Swiss franc, don't really care about that. I don't trade CHF pairs no more besides CJ. I'm still gonna see what happens to the CJ pair though. But we got GBP news at 8, so that could be causing the ranging because that's just 4 hours away. And then of course that's high impact news. We got the bank rate votes, we got the monetary policy summary, official bank rate. Then we also have 30 minutes later unemployment claims for USD pairs. And of course, y'all should know with the high impact news of USD pairs how they usually affects the markets. So there's a lot of things that could be causing just the slowness and ranging. So we're just gonna let that do its thing for now. But we do see NAS SPX obviously last night pulled up. So there's some slight bullish momentum on the indexes still. But as of right now, I'm not gonna mess with anything else for right now. Because things are just kind of ranging and or slightly doing some retracements. So we're gonna just let the markets do its thing right now. I'm still gonna hold GC the SRTP gets hit though, because still have a decent amount of pips to go before SL gets hit. And of course, like I said in the disclaimer, if you calculate your lot size properly, you should be risking the same amount. And besides us being up, let's just say this was the first trade of the week. If you risk the same amount per trade and you have a high percentage win rate on your strategy and your risk rewards are good on your trade setups, losing trades doesn't really matter. Everything comes down to math. Literally everything comes down to math. You know, the members and students, you already know what I'm talking about. But and I have some videos on my YouTube talking about this stuff as well. But literally everything comes down to math. Like, whoops, let's delete that. I don't need y'all seeing that because we did not enter that. That was just a trade idea. I'm trying to think because no, we had a bad. It wasn't a bad week, but it wasn't an amazing week. Which week was it? It was. I think it was last week. It was one of these weeks. I think it was last week or last month. Super. What was it? That week was like President's Day. What day was it? What week was that? It was one of those weeks where it was just like the markets were just trash. The markets were just trash. I'm trying to think. I think it was this. I think it was this day, the 20th. Yeah, so let's go to the 20th. Let's go ahead and scroll to the 20th. Make this quicker. Let's do this. Just so I can show y'all something. Because talking about it is one thing. If I can show y'all it's something else. So if it doesn't take too long, I'm trying to find it. But scrolling through Telegram on the computer is, especially trying to find something from a while ago. I mean, I guess it depends how much you post, but I post a lot on here. So it's kind of a hassle to try. Because if I just scroll like this, it's going to jump too far sometimes. You have to jump a little too far. I know y'all probably watching like, bro, what is he doing? I'm trying to find some. Okay, we're close enough. All right, here we are. Boom, boom, boom. All right, yeah, it was this week. So this week was one of the tougher weeks. We still ended the week up, but as you can see here, we took a loss here. But this trade ended up going our way the next day. But we went 1-1 this day, and then this day we went 1-0. So even though we went 1-1 this day, now if this trade hit all the TPs, it would have canceled out that loss. We would have still been up for the day. Even if we would have lost 2 trades, depending on the risk to reward, even if you lost 2 trades and one trade, you could still end up break even, if not up for the day. It just depends on the risk to reward that winning trade was, and it depends on if you risk the same amount per trade, which is why I stress to do that so much, because if your losses take out like 2 or more wins, there's a problem. Doesn't matter if you're trading a currency. If one trade was a currency pair, then one trade was gold, and then one trade was NAS. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Every trade, you should be risking the same amount. If you're not, you gotta figure out how to do that. Like I said, everything comes down to math. Everything comes down to math. All right, so he's breaking these levels here. So we can see some possible short term. Like I said, I'm not going to mess with anything else. I'm just going to let these trades run. We're up for the week. Took the first loss of the week yesterday. So we're 8-1 for the week so far. Still up for the week. But yeah, make sure that like button. Y'all know it's pretty slow. I know we're in drawdown right now. But you know, drawdown's part of the game. Losses are part of the game. Wins are part of the game. I'm still holding this to SRT to get hit like always, because there's literally been trades where it missed our SL by a pip and then flew to the upside. I can't find any off the spot on the spot, but there have been trades like that. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, here's one. And this kind of also leaned me towards sells as well. I took this sell. I didn't call this sell out, but I took this sell. I think we were looking at this on yesterday's live. No, this was on Tuesday. So we might have been looking at this on Tuesday's live. Whatever the case may be, I didn't call this trade out, but I did take this trade personally. It was on one of my aggressive accounts. So I have an account where I take aggressive trades, but that's besides the point. So I entered this trade. Usually, again, I still follow my rules, but there was a few rules that I took away and switched them with different rules to see how it works. So with this account, I'm tracking to see like if the performance on this account is the same or worse or better doing what I'm doing with this versus what I do, on live and my main accounts that I'm focused solely on, trying to grow and compound effectively. So with this one, I took a super aggressive entry. Like as soon as it broke this blue level right here, again, let me highlight these so you know what I'm talking about. As soon as it broke this level here, I went for the sell, entered it off this next candle. That thing immediately put me into drawdown. That thing, okay, so my stop loss was 162.30. That thing hit 162.26, and then that thing ripped to the downside, and I made some money. So that happens. It happens. And there's also been trades like this one that did the same thing. Hit me in a drawdown, then tanked to the downside. And there's also been trades I called in for the members and free Telegram that's done the same thing. Not as extreme, but we've been in drawdown and then I think flew to the upside. Matter of fact, we can scroll down. I can think of one right now. I think this happened like a couple weeks ago. I can think of one right now. Matter of fact, I know exactly the one I can think of two right now. All right, so I moved it to the left because I got to go into the members channel to find this setup. What day was this? It was a Euro AED though, so let me do this so I can make sure I'm looking for the right day. So I'm pretty sure it was this day, the 16th. All right, so let me find that trade on the 16th. But y'all can see right here, I call this trade for the members, but we literally entered this during Tokyo session. We hit like TP1 or maybe TP2 twice, and then literally for hours, that thing just kept on going blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. and then literally like an hour, it was either midnight or an hour before London, that thing ripped to the downside. So all that to say is we're just gonna hold the SRTP gets hit like always, because if you're okay with what you're risking, you're okay with the consequences, the good and bad. Good consequences, TP getting hit, bad SL getting hit, you're gonna be straight. Because that's one of the hardest things with trading is the fear of oh, I'm brain farting. I'm supposed to be doing some typing these TPs up. My bad, y'all. Let me go back to EJ really quick. Yeah, EJ is still trying. So my NASA still is not changed yet on these, but we've been on live for an hour and Lee hasn't done anything yet. Now that's not out of the ordinary, but you get what I mean. So we're gonna see if we can break back above. It definitely was just trying. I think it got camera shy when I put it back on the screen, but it's definitely trying. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We got a lot of news popping off today and tomorrow, so make sure to keep those times in mind and keep an eye on your charts. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be on the charts still. I got some other things to do, and I'm gonna try to get into some other trades today. We'll see though. We'll see. So it's at 8:30. So I'm gonna set my alarm. We'll see. And then members, I'll let y'all know if we're gonna go live today because I got a lot of things I gotta do today. So I'll let y'all know. But I do want to do a live with y'all. So it's not in the AM. It's gonna be in the PM today or tomorrow. Because I do want to do one with y'all and talk about a few things. So I will keep y'all posted on that. And let me just double check these pairs before I hop off. Yeah, that thing barely missed the entry I was looking for. EN's dropping down. And yeah, that thing's not retracing yet. EJ looks like it's trying to do something now. NAS just broke that level. US30 still kind of struggling, but NAS just broke that level. Yeah, so we got some moves about to probably start happening. We'll see. We're gonna see what the next 15 looks like. If I want to enter that or not, we'll see. But I'm not trying to go too crazy right now. NJ broke this level. Yeah, so we might be seeing some buys. I don't know about long term, but we might be seeing some buy setups on these JPY pairs after all. GJ, I'm still not gonna mess with GJ though. Could have possibly got in on this right here, but that was a few hours ago before we hopped on live and on stream. Yeah, so we're back above the daily level, so we're gonna see if we can push back up and hit TP2. All right, and I'm about to write the TPs up for the other trade members. I ain't forget about that. I'm gonna do that right now. But I'm gonna see y'all in tomorrow's stream. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen at playmaker_way. All right, I post daily on both. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post that stuff on Instagram. But I post on both. Make sure to follow me on TikTok though, because once we get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, we're gonna be going live on there as well. It's not gonna be during this time. It's gonna be a completely different time. I'm thinking Tokyo session. Now, will it be live trading? It's going to be a bunch of different things, different days, different things. But the way TikTok's set up, I cannot do that until, at least in this country, because I've seen some pages that had like 200 followers going live. But I did like a Google search, and apparently like different countries have like different rules or something like that. I don't know. But as far as I know, I can't go live until 1,000 followers. And we're almost there. We're almost at like 700 followers on there. So we're almost there. And then we got 800. We just broke 800 in the free Telegram. So that's lit. It hasn't even been a year yet. So that's what's up. So let me finish writing this up. So I'm going to write this up. And after I finish writing what I'm typing up, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to catch you to the comments. If there's any comments, nope, cool. And then I'm going to see y'all in tomorrow's stream. 828. Let's go back to EJ, see what that's up to. Yeah. Just ranging. It's showing. And with stuff like this, like I said, it could explode this way, but could also reject that way. So unless I'm staring hard in the screen like I am now, and then sometimes with some accounts I will, enter the trade, just put my stop loss and TP in instead of monitor the trade like I do on stream. Because there'd be some trades, or if I'm going to sleep, then I'll plug some things in, or I might not just. Let me not say that actually. I'll plug some things in. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. So I don't need nobody doing that. And I get messages, so I ain't gonna say that. But let me finish typing this up right here. TP8. All right, cool. Yeah, but the JPY pairs are looking like they are trying to push to the upside. I mean, this has been chilling on the support level this whole string for the most part. And then NJ just broke above this level here. So it's showing signs that we could see some possible buys. And of course, AJ's been pumping up. And then CJ did a little pump. I didn't see that. I didn't see CJ and GJ do that last night. That was on me. And then US30. This is what I was talking about as well. So we see NAS is looking like this. And now we see US30 looking like that. So this is why you always want to do your proper analysis and don't just jump into correlating pairs. Because there are some times, even though it's like a 10, 20% chance, still a percent chance that price will do that. And by that I mean not go in sync with the other similar pairs. But yeah, these JPY pairs are what they're trying to push up. Let's go to GC. Yeah, so he's just pushing up. I just said I was not going to enter anything else. But this is like it's about to try to push up. Yeah, these look like they're about to try to get on the move now. This might try to push up too. Yep. So the CHF, I'm supposed to be. I always do this too. All right, I'm off for real now. All right, I said I'm not going to enter anything else, but these JPY pairs are looking kind of valid right now. So what I would personally do is wait to see what the next 15 looks like. If it closes above here and continues to try to push to the upside, it'd be safe for some buys in my opinion. I'm going to hop out these charts because we're in drawdown right now, and I don't like to enter multiple trades in drawdown. I have multiple accounts. I could put different trades in different accounts, but if I'm going to post stuff, I got to think as a whole. Most people only have one account, so I'm not going to post a bunch of trades, especially when we have trades in drawdown. But yeah, these JPY pairs are kind of looking valid right now. These JPY trades are looking valid. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to go ahead and hop off, y'all. Y'all interested in joining the Advanced Play Signal Room, becoming a member, links in the description for that. Members, you already know, in about an hour and a half, I'm dropping the New York price watch list for y'all. Course members too, because you know y'all get that as well. And like I said, if we don't go live during the news today, I do want to go live during the news today. Unemployment claims usually goes crazy, but so does PMI. I feel like unemployment claims will go crazier. So we might go live today. We'll see. I might have to move some things around. That's the only thing. But I feel like unemployment claims, I feel like the news today is going to go crazier than the news tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow, USD pair wise? We have PMI. We might have to do it because the news tomorrow is at 9:45, and that's a little too late in the day for me. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live in the day. We're gonna knock it out. It'll be easier if we do it in the day. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna be live 8:30 for the unemployment claims. And by we, I'm talking about the members in the Advanced Play Signal Room. I'm not trying to confuse y'all on YouTube. But those that are in the Advanced Play Signal Room or those that purchase the course, I will be sending the link out. We're gonna be going live at 8:30 for that news to see if we can catch some trades and also see how the markets are affected. And of course, answer questions and stuff too. And the Zoom is fixed. Like I told you, I was going to fix it or figure it out, I should say. The Zoom is fixed. So it won't be any technical difficulties like last time. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop off. There we go. Yeah, so GC is trying to push back up. EJ is trying. C is trying. So this next candlestick it could try to explode off. And yeah. New 15. These are kind of looking valid. It's definitely trying. You can tell it's trying just by the fact that price is trying to push up and that the candlesticks are green. That's showing that price is trying. It's just struggling to break through those levels of traffic. That's literally the only thing. Now, just because it's struggling doesn't mean it can't do it. We've seen many times price struggle, and then once volume picks up, it explodes and rips through those levels. So it's definitely not impossible. All right, y'all. But I'm gonna see y'all in tomorrow's stream. Again, keep an eye on your charts, especially during the times of the news. Events are popping off. Actually, CHF news is popping off. Oh, look at that. That thing just caused this thing to fly up. And we just took a buy off the same level yesterday. So, yeah, we might be doing JPY buys again. We might be doing JPY buys. We'll see though. If I do, it'll probably be CJ again or EJ. So I'm going to see how this. I'm going to see if we can finish the move we started yesterday. That's a strong candlestick, and as you can see, that's strictly just CHF JPY. most likely because the CHF news did just pop off, as we see right here. That can work in our favor still. That's a very strong candlestick. And if I would have saw this and we would have been in this buy last night, me and members would be super blue right now. But it's all good. I'm going to just put that into my notes so I don't make that mistake. Or if I see this happen again, a similar situation, or if I'm in this similar predicament, I know how to move. So that's what we're going to do there. But GBPJPY hit. All right, yeah. So GBCAS slowly is pushing up. So we're going to see if we can knock not just TP1 again, but hit TP2 and more. So that's what we're going to see if we can do. Okay, so NJ is doing it now too. Okay. Yeah, the JPY pairs are starting to move now. JPY pairs are starting to move now. But the fact that EJ was struggling so hard makes me want to kind of go for NJ over EJ. This is how you know I'm addicted to the charts. I was supposed to be off the stream. I'm still on stream, y'all. All right, I'm out for real this time, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow's stream. Members, like I said, we're going to be live later on today. We're going to be live for that news. I'm going to send that link out for y'all. But yeah, we're going to leave the rest of these pairs alone.